Hey folks, in this video I'm going to share what we just enjoyed for a recent Sunday brunch. And it's using mochi, which is made from pounded sweet brown rice, and it is such a treat. We used to, once upon a time, be able to find these in bigger squares made by Renaissance that also made amasaki, which is no longer available, but we're going to have that with some soba noodle soup. So here's the ingredients. And now you'll see Don getting ready to prepare the mochi. The mochi is so versatile. You can bake it and it really puffs up. You can pan fry it and it creates a whole different texture. If you bake it right without over baking it, you can also kind of separate it and stuff it, as you'll see us doing later in the video. So he's just separating the squares and letting it bake at 400 for, I don't know if it was about maybe 15 minutes. You just want to keep an eye on it. And once it bakes, you'll see that it creates a whole different gooey kind of texture. So to stuff it, what he's doing is using up some previously baked sweet potatoes, which were super awesome, by the way. They had a really orangey flavor. And he will make that a little more balanced by adding some miso soup, miso paste, brown rice miso, and mashing that up in the sriracha, for which we will use then once the mochi's done to stuff inside. And you'll see it really just has an awesome flavor. So meanwhile, I have a buckwheat soba noodle soup being prepared while he's doing this part. And you'll see that I make my miso soup a little bit like a faux broth. I just kind of do a really shortcut, so you'll see it, the videos start where I'm sharing what I'm preparing of the soup, and then I break to show the faux broth ingredients that I made before while I was in the Forks Over Knives class. So here's Don stuffing the the mochi squares. You can just kind of pull them apart. You see how gooey they are. They have a great texture. I have a one ingredient waffle recipe in my basic Macrobiotics menus and recipes book that will be re-released soon. And once he stuffs it, then he drizzles it with a little tahini. And if you've never had these flavor combination before, it is just something amazing, and you just don't know what you're missing until you try it. So anyway, let me just let you hear what I said in the video recording what we had. Okay, a more savory macrobiotic style breakfast here with some miso soup. It's kind of made like a faux broth. I simmer a star anise, one whole star anise and a little bit of orange peel with some just saved vegetable clippings, mostly carrot ends and some celery, with seaweed and a few dried shiitake mushrooms, and then add miso. There is some silken tofu in here, and I bought a package of firm, cut half of it into some cubes, and just air fried it for 8 minutes with a few drops of tamari on it, and that gives it a nice texture in the soup. And then Don made us some mochi, such a treat we have not had in so long, because Renaissance company where we used to buy, or that used to sell mochi, went out of business a while ago, but Eden still sells it. And you can do so many things with mochi. It's so delicious, but you can bake it. You can just pop it in a waffle iron for a one ingredient waffle. I have a recipe in my upcoming book. And here we have leftover baked sweet potato mashed up with some miso stuffed inside, and then a drizzle of tahini on top. So quite a treat for this cold Sunday morning in February. Well, I hope you enjoyed this day of an awesome Sunday brunch. Vegan, plant-based, macrobiotic. The one ingredient waffle recipe is in the basic macrobiotic menu and recipe book that will be republished soon. The macrobiotic action plan is now available in paperback. If you like this, do give a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.